Click on the subscribe button and remember to press the bell icon for regular notifications from our digital blogger.
Hello friends, welcome to our digital blogger. Today we are going to compare Indiabulls with India Infoline. Both of these are full service stock brokers, and in this comparison we will be talking about multiple aspects. We'll start with the company backgrounds, account opening and maintenance charges. Look at the brokerage plans, exposure or leverage offered across segments, research accuracy, performance of the trading platforms, and some other features that can help you to figure out which of these two stock brokers is a better choice for you. Let's get started. So as usual, we will start the company backgrounds. Both of these are full service stock brokers. Indiabulls was incorporated in the year 2000, while India Infoline is 5 years older to it, launched in the year 1995. It's been more than a couple of decades, almost a couple of decades that these companies have been around. But in terms of offline presence, India Infoline or IIFL has taken a lot of steps. They've got presence in 4,400 sub-broker and franchise offices across India. Indiabulls, on the other hand, is present only with its 150 branches. Both of these stockbrokers are members of National Stock Exchange, Bombay Stock Exchange, and a couple of commodity exchanges of the country. If you're looking to open an account with them, well, for Indiabulls you need to shell out 750 rupees for trading account, and to maintain your demat account with them you need to pay 450 rupees every year. In case of India Infoline, however, you need to pay 750 for trading, 555 rupees for demat, and additional 300 rupees every year for the demat account. Now from account opening perspective, certainly IIFL is much more expensive, wherein they are charging you for opening the demat account, but in AMC consistently Indiabulls is going to be expensive than IIFL. If you're looking at brokerage, now these are full service stock brokers. They will charge you a specific percentage. As you can see, for example, in equity delivery, Indiabulls charges you 0.3% for your trade value and India Infoline at 0.5%. Now that would mean that if you trade for 1 lakh rupees, then Indiabulls is going to charge you 300 rupees as brokerage, and IIFL is going to charge you 500 rupees for that particular trade. In other segments, you can see the numbers, the percentages are listed on the screen for you. Just in options segment, in equity options and currency options, both of these brokerages are similar. However, in other segments, IIFL is much more expensive than Indiabulls is. Now let's talk about some of the brokerage plans offered by these two stock brokers, and correspondingly you can see whether any of that suits you. For that, we need to go to ourdigitalblogger.com. So in case of IIFL or India Infoline, there are a couple of plans. There is variable brokerage plan, wherein it depends on the overall turnover on the overall stock market for a specific month. Let's say you trade for less than 1 lakh rupees. For delivery you need to pay 0.6% of your overall trade volume. Similarly, if you go and increase your overall turnover at, let's say, 10 to 20 lakhs for a specific month, your brokerage gets to 0.35%. Now it really depends on the amount of turnover you're putting in the stock market, and correspondingly every segment sees a decrease in the percentage charged. So similarly the values are here for intraday, then you can see for futures and options. Then there is the obvious flat brokerage plan, where you need to pay a specific initial deposit, and yeah, you can to an extent negotiate with IIFL executives, and depending, let's say if you go ahead with the trading deposit of 5 lakh for example, in that particular case it gives you a leverage to go ahead and negotiate and get these numbers to, let's say, 4.4, 0.35% for delivery, and similarly for other segments. And then thirdly, there is this value added subscription plan, where you need to pay a subscription amount. So let's say you're buying a month for example, and you pay in 2500 rupees. For that payment, your brokerage will be directly down to 0.35%. Similarly, you can go ahead and increase this particular subscription amount to 15,000 rupees. In that particular case, you will be paying a brokerage of 0.2 in delivery. Other segments you can also see the values. These values can keep on increasing, and based on that the brokerage value will see a decrease correspondingly. As you can see here, the total plans are available 25,000 to up to 1 lakh rupees, wherein you're going to pay a 0.07% for delivery brokerage, and similar low values for other segments too. So it really depends on the kind of plan you choose, the kind of capital you have, the kind of commitment you can make, and correspondingly at the same time kind of negotiation skills do you have, and correspondingly you can pick out a plan and go ahead with the trading with IIFL. Now let's talk about India Bulls. Now, in case of India Bulls, there are no segregated plans as such like we saw in the case of IIFL. They've got a flat rate of 0.3% depending on your trading value, and correspondingly the brokerage will be calculated. However, again, in this case as well, you can negotiate with them depending on your initial deposit, and higher the initial deposit, the better negotiation skills you can have along to go ahead with decreasing your overall brokerage charges here. So overall, it really kind of depends what kind of plan you're looking for. These numbers are cheap in a sense as compared to IIFL on a direct level, but as we have seen in the multiple kinds of plans IIFL offers, we have seen a delivery percentage of 0.007% too. So again, just have an understanding, calculate, do some maths, and basically go from there in terms of choosing a stockbroker in terms of brokerage only. Moving ahead, if we talk about exposure or leverage, well, people who don't understand the concept, basically it's kind of a short-term loan provided by your stockbroker at a specific interest rate. Now that interest rate can be in the range of 15% to 20%. In case of IIFL, you can get an exposure of up to 20 times for intraday. That would mean in case you have a trading account balance of 10,000 rupees, you can trade up to 2 lakh rupees for intraday with India Infoline and 1 lakh rupees with India Bulls, because they have got 10 times. Other segments, they've got a consistent range of 2 to 3 times, which is not so high. Honestly, there are a lot of stockbrokers that provide you much better exposure values. So in case if you're looking to trade across any of these segments, then yeah, there are other options, but in equity intraday, these 20 times value is pretty good, and you can go ahead with India Infoline as compared to India Bulls. Then again, the next part is customer service, one of the most important factors. This is when you realize it later once you open an account with a stockbroker, and then you see the kind of service you are getting, and then you go back to the idea of when you chose that particular stockbroker. Customer service is really important, and it will impact you when you do regular trading with a stockbroker. So between India Bulls and Infoline, both of them provide you multiple communication channels. India Bulls offers you email support, phone, toll-free number, and offline branches. India Infoline, on the other hand, does not offer you live chat or toll-free number, but they have other communication channels open for you. But when it comes to the overall quality, well, India Bulls is far better than India Infoline. India Infoline, what we have seen, what we have observed, and what we have heard from a lot of clients of India Infoline, especially if you're trading in a smaller capital range, or if you're a smaller investor for that matter, then the focus on you will be also less. Depending on the overall capital you are putting on the stock market, their emphasis towards you as a client increases. So that is one gap, one gray area which certainly should be improved and fixed by India Infoline. That is why between these two stockbrokers, we will suggest you to go ahead with India Bulls when it comes to customer service. Then moving ahead, if we talk about research, well, both of these are full service stockbrokers. They will provide you all kinds of trading calls, research reports, recommendations, tips, and analysis. In terms of accuracy, the fight is pretty much tough here because both of them are pretty good. So in terms of research, you can actually pick out any of these two stockbrokers. You will get similar quality from the trading calls and research. Other than that, in trading segments, again, you can see there is no difference there. Equity, mutual funds, IPOs, currency, commodity, there are a bunch of at least 4 to 5 more trading and investment products you can choose from either of these two stockbrokers for your financial needs. No comparison there as well. Finally, there are some other features which are relevant to some of these stock traders, not to everyone. But again, there is, as you can see on the screen, not much of a competition. If India Bulls provides it, IIFL does. But if India Bulls doesn't, IIFL doesn't too. Now let's spend some time talking about their trading platforms. They've got a mobile app, a terminal-based software, a browser-based application. We will start with the mobile apps of these two stockbrokers, and for that we need to head to Google Play Store. So we are looking at IIFL Markets mobile app. Now looking at the rating and the overall customer feedback, this is one of the best performing applications on mobile for trading. It is rated at 4.4 by more than 20,000 users, and out of that around 7.3% of the users have rated this app negatively, making the overall satisfaction score to 92.7%, which is pretty good in fact. If you look at the focus of IIFL themselves, they update the mobile app in a frequency range of 2 to 3 weeks, which is pretty good again as far as industry benchmarks are concerned. The app has been downloaded by 1 million to 5 million users range, which is one of the topmost numbers that we have seen among the overall mobile trading apps in India. Now there are a couple of concerns, very minuscule ones, but well, this is the voice of the clients and we have to make sure that it reaches out to people. Now the one concern is that you as a user do not get notifications on trading calls and research onto your phone, like you get notifications on Android or an iOS phone. This particular application doesn't provide that. You have to go to the notifications area within the mobile app to carry out that proceeding. Then the concern is around the watch list. First, the watch lists are limited. You can have 2 watch lists at max, and they have been concerned about the data retention within watch list at times, wherein users put in and added scripts into the watch list, and then suddenly that particular information, that data points were out of that profile. So these are some of the basic concerns specific to a couple of features within the application that can be certainly addressed quickly by IIFL. Other than that, it is probably one of the best performing applications in the country and certainly is a recommendable one from a digital blogger. On the other hand, if we talk about Indiabulls mobile app called MPIB or Mobile Power Indiabulls, now this is rated at 3.8 by less than 100 users. Now this is not a great sample size for us to make an objective decision, but just to go ahead with the numbers, we've got around 20%, 22% of the users not satisfied with the application. The overall satisfaction score stands at around 78%, not great. And the app is not really regularly updated. As you can see, the last update was done on February 25th, 2017. We are recording this video in the last week of May 2017. So it's been good more than 3 months. The app has seen an update, which is not a great news for Indiabulls customers and clients, because when you are trading through a mobile app, there are going to be a lot of consistent feedbacks coming in, and if as a stockbroker you are not caring about those feedbacks and at least not putting up a batch of update on the mobile app, it gives you a kind of idea the focus that particular stockbroker has on the technology front. The app has been installed by 10,000 to 50,000 users, and there are a multitude of issues with the application. Now the number of features are limited. The UI is like 2005 in a sense. It's really primitive. It has to change. It has to work upon with a decent look and feel, and certainly in terms of the number of features, like we mentioned, the performance is also a concern. Irrespective of the internet connection you use, the app might hang out at times. So it is certainly not a recommendable app at all for trading, especially for people who are looking for speed, who are looking to do intraday trading, or who are looking to perform a technical or fundamental analysis onto their mobile applications. This is certainly a not recommendable app. Please do not use it for your mobile trading. Now let's talk about the other trading applications offered by these 2 stockbrokers, and hopefully we get a better solution from Indiabulls on that. So we are using our digitalblogger.com for reference here. In terms of trading platforms of Indiabulls, they've got a solution in terminal-based application which is called Power Indiabulls. You need to download and install this onto your desktop or laptop. Now this is highly exhaustive in terms of features it has. It allows you to add multiple market watch lists. You can add notifications, alerts as per your preferences. Then in terms of putting up the overall UI background stuff, all of that is customizable. Then at the same time, in terms of data, you get direct data feed from the indices, so there is no delay on that front. At the same time, if you want to do some analysis on numbers front, you will get access to top gainers, losers on a weekly, on a yearly basis. At the same time, there are charting functionalities that you can exploit for your technical and fundamental analysis. Since it's a full service stockbroker, they will provide you all kinds of research reports and recommendations within the application for you to make a quick decision. So this is the terminal based application that shows like this, and well, as you can see, UI is again one area that can certainly be improved in it. Otherwise, from data front, from charting front, it is a exhaustive application for your usage. In terms of the browser application, well, you need to go to the website of Indiabulls, click on login, and you can see that screen that you're looking at the UI now. You need to put in your email ID, password, and from there you can directly log into the application. Now this is actually not so great in terms of the responsiveness, or in the terms of the overall user experience you will get while trading through this application. So we at this point in time are not recommending you to use the browser-based application either of Indiabulls. It has to certainly improve. Looking at the overall competition space right now, there are a lot of stockbrokers, especially in the discount broking space. You can see there are multitude of applications coming in with all kinds of features which are lightweight but at the same time exhaustive. In this case of Indiabulls, neither is lightweight nor it's exhaustive, so we will not recommend you to use it. We've talked about the mobile app already. So from trading platform point of view, Indiabulls has one thing to offer to its clients, and that is its terminal based software called Power Indiabulls. Now let's see what India Infoline has in place for you. So for IIFL, they've got a terminal based software called IIFL Trader Terminal. It has been there for a while, so it's kind of a mature application. It has taken up a lot of customer feedback, incorporated it, and dealt with the technology innovations at the same time. It is based on .NET framework and provides you all kinds of features that you can expect from a terminal based software. Gives you good speed, so people who are looking to do intraday trading or making some quick profits on a regular basis can use this application, because speed is one thing that this application certainly promises you. So this is the terminal based software. We have talked about the IIFL Markets mobile application already. If you want to have a detailed look of the overall review of the mobile application at a digital blogger, you can check out this link. Click on that and you will be taken up to this page wherein we have talked about the multiple types of features. We've given an introduction to this application, the features to it, and then the positives and negatives of using the IIFL Markets application. So you can have a detailed look of this mobile app review on our digital blogger. Coming back to the trading applications of IIFL, there is a terminal based software we've talked about, and there is a web based browser application. Now this is a lightweight application. Again, you need to go to the website of IIFL, click on login, and you will be taken up to this screen. Again, you need to put in your client ID, password, and date of birth or PAN card, and you can start trading from there. It is responsive in nature. It gives you access to all kinds of trading segments, including equity, currency, commodity, to trade within this application again. And in terms of your technical analysis, it gives you heat maps, technical indicators, different types of charts. So within this particular application, you can use it across any device, any browser, and it will give you a consistent experience for your trading. So from IIFL's perspective, you can use any of the trading applications offered by them across any of the device, any of the browser. Your overall trading experience will be decent enough to make some profits out of it. So that is it as far as comparison between Indiabulls and India Infoline is concerned. We've talked about multiple types of features, starting from the company backgrounds. Then we looked at the pricing, brokerage, exposure, customer service, trading products, trading platforms, and some other features. Now it's up to your preferences, what you want, and based on that you can make a choice. Now if you want to talk to Indiabulls executive or IIFL's ones, or if you want to have a word with a stockbroker that matches exactly with your requirements, what you can do is check out this link, digitalblogger.com/free call back broker choice. Put in your preferences and your details there, and we will be setting up a call back for you absolutely free as per your preferences. So this is it for the video. Thank you so much for watching it. We hope you liked it. In case you did, please go ahead and press the thumbs up button. We'll really appreciate that. You can also subscribe to our channel, A Digital Blogger, at YouTube for similar videos in the future. We have presence on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and SlideShare. You can follow us with the same handle at A Digital Blogger, and we will be posting you all kinds of new content, new articles, new videos, new infographics, whatever we have in place for you on a regular basis. Thank you so much for watching the video again. Bye bye.